Whereas information security dates back more than a century, cybersecurity has only become a widely used term in recent decades. As we mentioned earlier, cybersecurity is about protecting all the things that are vulnerable through information and communication technologies such as the Internet. It includes information, but can also include things other than information. Therefore, the emphasis on connectedness in cybersecurity distinguishes itself from InfoSec. However, not all information are in digital form, and not all information is stored in repositories which are accessible via Internet. InfoSec broadly covers all information regardless of its format or connectedness. The similarity and the difference between cybersecurity and InfoSec is illustrated by a Venn diagram here. The connected digital information is the common asset overlapped by cybersecurity and InfoSec. Now, let's compare the terms cybersecurity with computer security. Computers can be insecure without being connected, and can be under similar threats without ever touching the Internet. One of the most famous examples of this is the Stuxnet malware, which was used to bring a uranium enrichment facility in Iran to a halt. Stuxnet was introduced to the facility internal network, which is not connected to the Internet, and from there it was able to spread to the computers controlling the enrichment process and shutting them down. This introduction happened by way of air-gapped laptop computer, which is a computer which never been connected to the Internet before, which is thought to have been compromised through the insertion of an infected USB stick. Since one of the most notorious malware attacks happened without the Internet ever being involved, it is easy to argue that the need for computer security exists separately from cybersecurity. The two overlap in the case of computer or devices that are connected to the Internet, as illustrated by this Venn diagram. And cybersecurity should only apply to computing machinery in cyberspace, and that is Internet and its connected entities. Another term used broadly is IT security. IT as a critical infrastructure in business organizations of all sizes, its primary purpose is to establish a sustainable, secure, compliant, robust, and reliable IT infrastructure that enables a consistent technology experience for all users, including employees, customers, partners, suppliers. Therefore, IT security is operational and technical-driven objective. The assets in IT system is a combination of assets covered by computer security, InfoSec, and cybersecurity. Therefore, if you sum up the computer security, InfoSec, and cybersecurity, and then filter them through technical and operational lens, that is what constitutes IT security. It focuses on security of information technology, such as systems that acquire, process, and store the information in all formats, internal and external network, application software, mobile devices, IoT devices, cloud, and the interaction between all these components and end users. Comparing to InfoSec, IT security is more technology-oriented. For instance, it concerns with the following operations in IT environment: firewalls, antiviruses, vulnerability scans, penetration testing, intrusion detection, computer forensic, access control, network security, system monitoring, patch management, and data encryption. On the other hand, InfoSec is more business-oriented. Its primary concerns include intellectual property, regulatory compliance, business financial integrity, insider abuse, industrial espionage, data privacy, governance, crisis management, business continuity, risk analysis, and organizational view. Therefore, the differences lie in their different focus. IT security on technical and operational issues, InfoSec on business and strategic issues. The scope of IT asset is much broader than information itself.